Welcome to the David Bradley Show with your host, David Bradley.
All right, y'all. CMA is barreling right around the corner. So it's a madhouse around here, but we're still doing our regular shows that we already have booked. And then we'll be downtown at the Music City Center in the press room doing live interviews, hopefully, if the internet connection is correct. And just having a whole lot of fun, hopefully bringing some real good entertainment to y'all. And today, we're going to have a man from across the sea, Mr. Brook Ellingworth. What's up?
What's up, Dave? Good to be here, man.
I appreciate you coming over, man. I can't believe you flew all the way from England to here just to be on I'm just kidding.
No, I did. It's true.
Oh, Lord. I'm excited for you, man. I mean, going in and recording at Curb and all the things that you got going on. I mean, it's freaking awesome.
It's great. The fact that I get to keep coming back, just means I'm doing something right.
Oh, well, yeah. I was listening to your music a while ago, and the one song, I can't remember the name of the song. I'm bad with names. That's why your name's wrote down right there. But it was acoustic on YouTube. And you put like the perfect mix of gravel in your voice and just really sent that home, man. I was digging the shit out of that.
Yeah. I wonder what song that was.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I've got it.
Was it like a live video or something?
Yeah, YouTube. Where was it? Not Truck Stop. I didn't hear Truck Stop yet. Where was it?
I'm curious.
I am too, because I can't remember. And now it's not going to show me.
But either way, it sounded good, right?
Yeah, it sounded awesome.
Great. That's what matters.
Dive Bars and Heartbreaks, I believe it was. That wasn't it, because it didn't even pull it up. And like it was the first time, I love that one too.
Oh, thanks, man.
That look, I'm playing your music. But yeah, it was. I like the way it was, just that mix of gravel, the way you did it, and it sent that home with the acoustic.
Yeah.
You can ask Caitlin. I said, I love this. I love this.
He did.
Oh,
I can
brilliant.
confirm.
Oh,
You can confirm? It gets crazy. Oh, Lord. So where are you from in England?
Tiny little town called Roke,
Roke.
which is outside of Oxford.
Say that's one country I wished I could visit.
Yeah.
I just want to go over and check it out.
It's great.
I love architecture. I love listening to people talk and everything else.
Well, Oxford's the perfect place for that. It's stunning. It's just like never been touched.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's really been messed with.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I've heard people on different shows, like on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that, and there's like Cockney and all these different little areas, and everybody's English is a little bit different. The accent's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's like the same with the states.
Yeah,
like each state you go to, the accent's pretty different.
We all talk the same over here.
Is that right? And then like with us, it's like each county you go to, everyone's kind of got a different accent.
Well, see, I think it's cool because over here, like if we go north, I got cousins that live in Chicago.
Right.
And they always pick on me about my accent and all that stuff. And it gets crazy. Because the more they pick on me, the worse my accent gets.
I got you.
I get country as all get out, and that's just how I am. But it's weird. It's strange. I don't know.
Oh, I kind of do the same thing when I'm here. Like, if someone wants to be, it's like, oh, are you from? I always get people asking if I'm from Australia.
Yeah.
Even back home, even Brits will ask me, "Are you Australian?" And I'm like, "No, I was born here.
Yeah.
I've never been to Australia." But then, like, as soon as like someone mentions that, I switch the British on even more.
Yeah. Yeah. See, my bad problem is I love how Brits talk. I love it. It's cool. Has like an air of sophistication with a dash of sluttiness.
I mean, I guess it depends if you can actually understand them or not. Because if they're from up north, then good luck.
Dude, I heard on, I can't remember the name. He runs a talk show over in England. Graham Norton.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had a guy on there one time that was Scottish, and he started talking real fast, and I couldn't hear a damn thing he was saying.
It's like they take one breath and then just do like 6 sentences.
Yeah. And then that's where I heard, that's actually where I first heard the Cockney. And I was just like.
On what, the same show?
Yeah, same show. There was somebody else on there, and they were talking Cockney, and it was just like
utterly different.
Yeah, it was crazy. Just trying to understand it, And I'm like, "Urgh." But then when you get into the singing part, the thing that always has totally astonished me, just like sitting here talking to you now.
Yeah.
Listen to your music a while ago. It is weird to me how when people start singing, they lose their accents.
Yeah.
It is just strange.
Some people do. Some people don't lose it.
I haven't heard that yet.
I mean, just go and listen to like Ed Sheeran or someone, and you go, what does a British guy sound like when they actually sing and they don't change their accent? Probably that.
Yeah.
I was asked the other week, like the same sort of thing. They was like, so how come you sing with an American accent? I was like, I just sing. It's just the way I sing.
Yeah.
I don't put an accent on.
Right.
But if I was to sound super British, it would probably sound like Ed Sheeran trying to do country music.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
No. I mean, maybe, who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, back in the day, Mel Tillis, he stuttered. But when he sang, never stuttered.
It's a bit like Ian Munsick. He's the same way.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's got quite a bad stutter.
Yeah.
And then when he sings, it goes away.
That is weird. That is strange. I don't know. It's weird how people are. Some things are one way, some things are another. So, we hadn't met or talked or anything, and I'm just like, I've got like 5,000 questions, and I'm like, I usually don't do Q&A. It's more of a setback and bullshit, but you got to tell me how you got into the country music. Is country music really that big over there?
It is. It's big.
I mean, I know Kirsty Krause, she went over and did a bunch of shows around England. Mm-hmm. And a lot of other artists from over here have been over there.
Dude, there's loads of country artists there at the moment.
Yeah.
Like the Cadillac 3 just played the Royal Albert Hall.
Wow.
Like 2 nights ago or something. Which I'm gutted I'm missing that because they're like my favorite band.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, my friggin' luck. I come to Nashville, they go to the UK. I'm like, what's that about?
It just ain't fair, man.
It's just not fair. I think Stephen Wilson Jr. is out there at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I had a buddy that was just playing with Tyler Booth, and he was opening up for Darius Rucker.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it's kind of like Casey Musgraves has just been there. I think she's still there.
Wow.
There's a lot. Yeah, it's so popular. But before I came out here, I came out on May 1st. I saw Lainey Wilson that week in London.
Awesome.
It's busy.
She puts on a damn good show too.
Oh, she does. Yeah, she's. I mean, I was up in the nosebleeds because it sold out, and I managed to find a ticket somewhere.
Yeah,
But no, it was class.
that is awesome.
But I kind of got into country music through my mum.
Your mom?
Really, she was the one that played it in the kitchen on the way to school, in the car, and it would be like she'd be playing Dolly Parton, she'd play the Dixie Chicks, she'd play a lot of Keith Urban, all that sort of stuff. And
Keith is Australian.
And Keith is Australian. Yeah. Not like myself.
But he doesn't sound Australian when he sings, you know.
No, yeah, true.
Well, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, Australia was founded from England.
Yep.
You know, we'd probably still be speaking British.
Yep, it's true.
You know, I mean, it'd probably be better off. But anyway.
You can't have that much sexiness going on in the world.
No, that's way too much. That is crazy.
And then my dad like grew up. So he brought me up on like rock and roll and the singer songwriter type of stuff. So that was like a lot of ZZ Top,
Yeah.
a lot of Springsteen, Bon Jovi, and then there would be Tim Buckley.
Yeah.
Maybe a load of Bob Dylan.
Yeah, my first wife was a Bob Dylan nut.
Oh,
Everything Bob Dylan, she had it.
there is such thing as too much Dylan, I think.
Yeah, there really is.
I think she found that limit, or maybe she hasn't.
Dude, she had every album he put out up to 1990 something.
What, when they stopped making vinyl?
No, I think we got divorced around in there. That's the last memory I have.
Oh, right.
Yay. Yeah, but it was just crazy because it was Bob Dylan everywhere. I mean, it was just whenever she was in a mood, you always knew it because she had on a pair of headphones and a Walkman with a Bob Dylan cassette in it, walking around the house. It was just crazy. And she just, I don't know, man. I took her to a concert for her birthday. It was a Bob Dylan concert. And Steve Earle opened up for him.
Oh, great.
And it was the Copperhead Road album, you know.
Yeah.
And it was sad, but to me it was hilarious because Steve Earle blowed him off the stage.
I can imagine.
You know, I mean, it was just Steve Earle was badass on that stage.
Yeah.
And she even wanted to leave halfway through Dylan. She was like, I
That
can't.
bad?
Yeah, it was that bad.
Yeah, I've got some friends that go and see him like anytime that he pops up in the UK.
Yeah.
And but they're older friends. They've been seeing him for years. Like since they were a kid, they remember that sort of stuff. And it's this guy, Peter. He was I knew him from the bar that I used to work at years ago.
Yeah.
And he came in one day and he had just seen Bob Dylan the day before. And he was like, I was like, oh, dude, how's the gig? Like, I wish I could have got a ticket, all this sort of stuff. I was like, I love Dylan. And then he goes, yeah, we just started playing a game. We were trying to figure out what song was what.
Yeah.
And then he'd get to like, it was almost like a Sting sort of thing. But by the last 5 lyrics, we kind of got it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like when you get to a certain time is when you just need to say, I'm done. You know, you don't need to be up there at 105 years old.
No.
Trying to perform, you know. I mean, it ain't going to do it.
I mean, if he still enjoys doing it and he's still making money out of it and selling tickets and whatnot, great, keep going.
Yeah.
If you love it. But it's not like he needs to do it. He sold his catalog, didn't he?
I don't know if he sold it or not.
Yeah. He sold all the rights to his music for something like $480 million.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a lot of freaking money.
And Springsteen did the same thing. And he got like $520 million for his whole catalog.
Yeah.
Literally just sold the rights to it. But I'm like, whoever owns those rights, they're not going to make that amount of money out of it in their lifetime.
You never know. I mean, I remember when Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog.
Oh, did he? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
he bought, but way before he died, he bought that catalog. And I was reading a story on it the other day. I think it was like $400 and something million he paid for it. But they're saying that the catalog today would sell for like $760 or something like that.
Yeah, and you look at what, the conversion rate on how much that 480 would be worth now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you go, oh, actually, would they make money? They're going to lose money?
I don't know. I mean...
But the Jackson family's probably as happy with it in their estate. And they just get all the Beatles royalties come through.
Oh, yeah. That's all they got to worry about is just, where's my next check?
Yeah.
And that's something I never did understand, though, how people playing the catalog game.
Yeah. It's like playing a game of Monopoly with people's songs.
Yeah. I don't understand it. Maybe I'll learn one day.
But Springsteen, he's still going strong.
Yeah.
I saw him last summer at Hyde Park with the E Street Band. Mm-hmm. And he actually had the Chicks open for him. He had the Chicks, and then he had Frank Turner. Great lineup, great day. And I'd always wanted to see Springsteen. And so did my dad.
Yeah.
And my dad had never seen him. My dad listened to him as a kid, listened through school. And we got to go last year for the first time together, which was amazing.
Yeah.
But he played 3 hours straight.
Wow.
He played 3 hours straight with his band. He didn't say a word to the crowd between any songs because there wasn't a break between any songs for like the first 45, 50 minutes. It was just song into song into song into song.
Daggum.
And like, I've also never seen a bloke sweat through a pair of Levi's. As in, like the really heavy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a thick pair of Levi's on, and by the end of the gig, he is drenched.
Man, I don't think I could.
And he's like 70-something now.
Yeah, I know.
And he doesn't need to do it because he's sold his catalog. He's set up for. He set the next however many generations of Springsteens up.
Yeah. Well, it's like
he just loves it. I guess he's just still got the passion for it.
Well, that's like Garth Brooks. I read an article a long time ago when he was first out, had 4 or 5 albums out.
Yeah.
And they were saying that Garth Brooks, his kids, his grandkids, his great-great-grandkids, none of them would ever have to work a day in their life just from the catalog royalties.
Yeah.
Alone. I mean, I'm just like, good God.
I wonder if they're going to be one of those people that don't leave anything for their kids.
I don't know. I mean, I've thought about that. But I ain't got nothing to leave, so who knows?
You'll have the David Bradley show to leave.
Yeah, well, now available on YouTube and everything else. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. I don't know. That's the one great thing about the internet that I love, especially with internet-based shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Once I put it up, load it in there, it's there forever.
Yeah. It's out there.
It's out there.
And anyone can get it anywhere in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Apart from North Korea, maybe.
I don't know. They might have some black markets. Who knows? But that's what I like about it. I mean, it's, even with your songs, every song you put out, you put it on Spotify or something like that. It's out there. There's your distribution right there.
It's true. That is one of the great. That's probably maybe the only good thing about streaming.
You never know. I'm curious to see where it goes.
What as my after this?
Well, with the
evolution of it.
Yeah, the whole, because they got the AI coming in now and everything else, and it just I'm iffy. I'm like, am I the only one that ever seen the Terminator?
Yeah, right.
I mean, Machines from the future coming back to kill people.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. They kind of need to pump the brakes a bit.
A little bit. They really
What they
do.
doing.
I don't know what kind of crazy stuff's going to be coming down the pipeline, but just have to wait and see.
Yep. Hopefully, I mean, we're definitely still going to be here to see most of it.
Mm. I don't know. You're younger than me. You'll be here longer than me.
I hope so.
That had a twang to it. That's messed up.
So that definitely has been in the fridge for a while.
No, it ain't been in the
That's what
fridge
I
that
was
long.
saying.
Was that
It is
one of the
not.
ones at the back?
No, this is like a week old.
Uh-huh.
I bought it last Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Last Sunday, this time last year.
Who knows? I thought. Anyway, so you first hit the stage at 11 years old.
Yep. Yeah, that was my first time on a stage.
You remember what you sang?
I didn't actually sing. I just played guitar.
That was it?
That was it. I did a cover of Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers
Oh, man, awesome. It's a good song.
at this like small beers and blues festival that's local to me and Roke, called Roke Fest. I sort of grew up with it. That's where I learned. That's where I realized that I wanted to play guitar.
Yeah.
It's where I met a load of friends from and lifelong friends and musicians and whatnot. And yeah, first gig there was at 11, and then one of the organizers, who was one of my neighbors, he was like, "Oh, you got to meet my son. He's a bass player. He also plays guitar. You guys should start a band." I was like, "Okay, great, let's go." And then I was like, "That was it. We're literally out a stone's throw from each other." So it was super, super easy.
Yeah.
And then, so I just started playing in bands from the age of 11.
That is awesome.
And then, which was majority rock music, rock bands. And then I got to college. I was in a hair metal band at once. And,
All right.
and I was always lead guitar and BVs. Didn't really front anything. And then I'd like dabble and play with other musicians and do like the acoustic thing and accompany female singers, or did an instrumentalist thing one time with a good friend. And then there was like a southern rock kind of band throughout college.
Awesome.
And then I ended up falling into a solo career around, I want to say like end of the summer, 2017 maybe,
Yeah.
around then. And then, I sort of found my voice maybe about a year later.
I always find that funny, that phrase, found my voice.
Well, I found the one that sounded the best.
Oh, there you go. Let's stand in the mirror till we find it. I still ain't found my voice.
Oh, yeah, you have, dude. It's the show. You kidding me?
Nah. Oh, let's see. And all your stuff is through DistroKid? They're the distribution, ain't they?
That's the distribution company, yeah.
Yeah. Oops. My bad.
No, everything's independent.
I love the independent stuff.
Yeah.
It amazes me how many really, really talented people are out there.
Yeah.
And I love it that they're actually finding different lanes, different avenues, and being able to put their stuff out there and maybe make enough for a cheeseburger.
Well, yeah. I don't think I've even got that far yet. I'm still on that side.
Yeah.
No, I've noticed a lot more artists at the moment that are sort of steering away from record labels. That have like been on them for years, and then they're steering away from them, or they're making their own label.
Yeah.
So then they make all the money. They don't have to. Well, they also don't. Then it's all then like creative freedom.
Yeah.
Like I know that Kip Moore's just about to. He's putting out his next record independently.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Cadillac 3, they started up their own record label. And Tyler Bryant and the Shakedown.
Mm-hmm.
They got Rattle Shake Records or something? They started up their own label, went independent.
Yeah.
And you go, so many people are doing it now.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy to do it now.
But is it easier to go from a label to being independent?
I don't know. See, that's it all depends on, sadly, money.
Yes, it does.
It all depends on the money.
And it blows.
Yeah. It really does.
Especially when you're independent. You got to pay for all of your own studio time.
Yeah. Well, it's, all the independents I know, 85-90% of them have a day job, or they have a really good structure behind them, whether it's parental or husband, wife, whichever. And they're out there plugging away at it every day they can.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to build.
It's tough, man.
It is. It is.
I mean, I thought that I would have kicked my day job back a couple of years ago, but no, I've still got it.
Me too.
I work 2 jobs. And, it's like you do 9 to 5, then you do 5 to 9.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do 4 to 1:30, and then I come here and then I do shows.
Oh, wow.
And
That's a long day, man.
Yeah, but I edit my own shows. I do everything right here, So I might go to bed at 9, might go to bed at 10:30. Who knows? Yeah,
I don't think I remember the last time I was in bed that early.
Sunday,
there's not enough hours in the day.
Saturday night, I went to bed and I was asleep, and I couldn't believe I'd slept this long. But I'd actually fell asleep on the couch, got up at 10:30, went to bed. And when I went to bed, I did not wake back up until 11:35 the next morning.
Oh,
that was over almost 14 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
you clearly needed it.
Yeah, well, that's what Caitlin and Julie said. Well, you needed it. And I'm like, I need it all the other times too, but I don't ever get it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I am not a napper. I don't really nap unless I'm really hungover and I got a gig to go to and I need to just get like an extra hour.
Yeah.
But I kind of tied one on this weekend a bit. And
well, it's Nashville.
I did, yeah, exactly. It's hard not to. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's the industry.
Yeah. And then I was down at a friend's river house yesterday, and then drove back this morning at about, I don't know, 6:30. As soon as I got back, I was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna get up at noon. I'm gonna try and write something. I'm gonna come here.
Yeah.
I just needed it.
Yeah, you did. But we all do. I mean, it's just. But when you get going on it, it's like I get in positions to where I can't turn my brain off. I've got so much stuff going on, and I'm just like, this. Okay, but what if I do this? Will it go this way? Will it go that way? How about this? It's just.
I think you can't shut off, can't relax.
No.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
It's like a little gremlin inside my head just bugging the shit out of me.
Yeah, I've always got like a to-do list longer than my arm.
Yeah. That's the way I feel a lot.
And most days it's just like, oh God, I haven't even made a dent.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just keep, and then you get more emails.
Yeah.
And then you get more calls and you get more bookings and whatnot coming through. And then you got more clients with work and whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
It don't stop.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing.
Busy is a good thing.
It is
but
a good
sometimes
thing.
You just need to, can I cuss on here?
I don't care.
Oh, okay, good. Sometimes you just need to do fuck all.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And you just need to give in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things. The crazy stuff that comes in that it's like, okay, who wrote this?
Mm.
And you're just like, I'm supposed to give 2 fucks about what you just sent me, and it means nothing. you need to be more in depth of what you're saying. You know, not just, hey, can you be here at 5 or be where?
Be wearing for what?
Yeah, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Is this going to be worth my while? Or, I mean, what's going on? And it drives me nuts with that stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that like position at the moment with booking shows this year and for the summer, and I'm like, is this one going to be worth my while?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll play as many shows as I can.
Yeah.
I'll play them 8 nights a week, but it's like it gets to a point where I'm like, is that one worth my while?
Yep, exactly.
How many people are actually going to be there? I mean, I get it, and I kind of think that everyone's got to go through the process of booking their own shows
Mm-hmm.
and not expecting anyone to turn up.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've played a venue and there'll be 5 people in there.
Yeah.
You've still got to play.
Yeah.
Is it still worth your while? Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It's great. It's character building. And that's kind of what I tell friends when they're like, oh, I know I showed up and it was really depressing. I'm just like, I'll get over it.
Yeah.
Because that's not going to be the last one.
Yeah. Just keep playing.
Just keep playing. It's a paid practice at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because back in the day, I always helped out. It was hair metal bands and stuff back in the 80s around Nashville when I was doing lights and sound and stuff. And there was many times with some of the bands that I was with, you're in a club that'll hold 150 and you start looking around and there's maybe 15. 3 of them are the waitresses, the bartender, the sound guy, then me, you know, and you're just like, okay, well, we're just going to have a party anyway, you know?
Yeah. That's the only thing. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah. It's a paid practice.
It's a paid practice. And also, it's probably the best time to try out new stuff as well.
Yeah. Nobody will boo you.
I mean, if they do, you can kick them out.
Yeah, there you go. You ain't got to worry about it.
You don't. Oh, but like, I think that's also one of the issues at the moment with a lot of artists that like come off of, or they get recognized through TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they've always known. I was so reluctant for years to not get to. Just I was like, I'm never going to get it.
Yeah.
And I think it was like end of the summer last year. I was like, I think I have to get it.
Yeah.
I don't go on it though. I just like everything that I post on Instagram. Like all the videos will then just post to TikTok. I don't even check it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't need another social media thing bugging me. And social media takes so freaking long as well. And
I don't even do my own TikTok. My daughter does it for me. I can't get it.
Can she do mine as well? Because I don't have someone to do mine.
Talk to them.
Yeah, I kind of think that all these artists that are coming out of TikTok and that haven't played shows before, and they're blowing up, and then all of a sudden they get a record deal, and then all of a sudden they're on an opening tour for someone pretty big.
Yeah, and
you go,
they don't know nothing about.
Is that gonna is it gonna last? Because they haven't played those shows.
I don't. Here's the thing. That's one of those flip the coin kind of deals.
Right.
You don't really know because there's so much that you have to do as an artist, especially a vocalist. You got to get your stamina up. You got to get the breathing techniques. You've got to get where you don't start running out of breath in the middle of a daggum song, and I've always wondered with the TikTok stars, are they going to be able to put on an hour and a half show? And what kind of energy level is this show going to be? I've always been curious.
It's one of those things that we'll just wait and see, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're doing good on TikTok.
They're doing good.
I mean, I'm sorry if I could make $1 million on the internet.
Oh, I'd do it. If you could, yeah. I mean, yeah, you can.
I mean, yeah. I just put me on a chair. I'll sit there and sing, but I don't have a singer's voice. So
So you haven't found it yet?
No, I ain't found it.
Keep looking.
I get tired of looking in the mirror. Some old fat guy looking back at me. I don't like him. Oh, Lord. So are you going to do a tour of America?
At some point, that'd be great. I just spent 10 days in Colorado, Montana, and Wyoming.
Right.
And that was just like my dad was out there. My brother flew in from London,
Awesome.
and we did like a 10-day road trip. Beautiful country.
That's a good road trip, too.
Right.
You got your family with you.
Beautiful country. It was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of puts our mountains in the UK to shame a little bit.
Yeah.
But at some point, I would love to do a tour in the US. But back to the point that we were saying earlier, the expense, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you need like a Prius or something to just keep the expense down.
Yeah, that's rock and roll right there.
Well, the gas prices are so damn high.
Your gas is so cheap out here.
What the hell is it over in England?
Like triple what you're probably paying.
I figured it was cheaper over there.
No, not at all. It's mad.
What sucks is over in Saudi Arabia and places like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 90 cents a gallon and stuff.
Yeah, because that's where it all comes from.
Yeah, I know. It don't make sense.
Yeah, no, our fuel prices, it's starting to complain about daily. They go up, and then they'll drop for like a week.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're paying double what you paid the week before. And I'm like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't help. I drive a 66 Chevy pickup.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll do like 13 in the gallon.
I got rid of my pickup truck
Because of that?
because of the fuel mileage.
Yeah.
I got rid of it, and I bought that little Nissan Sentra out there.
Mm.
And I'm getting 41 miles to the gallon,
Oh, yeah, man.
and I'm loving it.
I've got another car for when I go and do like for gigs that are further away.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 3 hours or something. And then that'll do like 56 on the motorway.
Yeah.
Miles to the gallon. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
And it was run forever. That's kind of the plan with it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's I can't deal with it. And I got enough room in the back, in the trunk. Y'all call a boot.
The boot.
The boot.
Mm-hmm.
I got enough room back there for all my gear, so
Oh, great. Perfect.
I ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, whereas if you got a pickup, you kind of got to worry about it because those like shutters or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like the fold covers or for it,
Yeah,
they're never secure.
no, they're not, and they ain't waterproof.
No, they're not. And even those like roll top ones
Yeah.
that then lock, the amount of stories I've been told of this, like you could just stick a screwdriver in it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try that at home, anyone. But yeah, I was like, but then it's still a pickup, so I'm still in love with it.
Yeah, well, at least you can pull a trailer with it.
Exactly.
You can lock the trailer.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's going to be cool if you can do a tour over here.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm sort of I'm trying to put together a UK tour at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I hear they like country music, so
They do.
yeah,
Shit, no one told me.
yeah. Dude was on my show one time, and he told me they love country music over there. So
Oh, he sounds like a smart fella. No, the goal would be to get on someone's opening tour. That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
yeah.
Just trying to get in that position.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to shake the right hand that then goes, hey, do you want to come and open for it? Oh, absolutely.
I'm there.
Where are we going?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I don't even care. I'll be there.
Yeah, right. Saudi Arabia, cool.
We're going. I think I really applaud some of the bigger artists that actually do find good people to open up for them and
Yeah.
take them out. And Because back in the day, most of the guys, you were like competition to them. And nowadays, it's more of a camaraderie. You know, they help you out and show you the ropes on some stuff, you know. And I think that's where the TikTok thing is going to be not that good. But anyway.
Yeah. I remember when Cadillac 3 bought out Brothers Osborne on tour with them for the first time in the UK.
Yeah.
And God, when was that? Like 2016, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then a year later, Cadillac 3 are opening up a Brothers Osborne.
See, that's just cool. I love that. Because you never know what could happen, man. I mean, it's
the best way to get recognized as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I mean, it's still, you know, the same thing as always been. Play as many shows as you can.
Yeah.
Now you have to have a great social media presence.
Yeah, everybody's, believe it or not, a lot of people have told me they're like, okay, they're musicians, but they're computer techs also, and doing all the social media stuff and the videos that they do, and just, it's crazy how much work actually goes into it.
It is. And
then you throw in the writing rounds and trying to get recorded and everything else. It's, wait a minute, I might sleep more than you. I'm not sure.
Dude, it does not stop. I'm telling you. Like I was down at my friend's river house yesterday, and we were just hanging out and chilling out, and then we actually ended up doing work in the evening.
Yeah,
and it ended up being like a sort of like a pre-production session for the recording session this week.
Yeah. How many songs are you going to record?
Hopefully 6.
Cool.
Yeah, the band that I work with, they're just shit-hogged. Like some of the best musicians that I've ever met.
Yeah.
I have the pleasure to work with. And, you know, like one of the guitarists on it, Justin Weaver, he has released, you know, they're doing that Tom Petty tribute record.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's Lainey Wilson and Winona.
Yeah.
He's the guitarist on that, and he posted that the other day. And I was like, dude, that's freaking sick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's hopefully we'll cut 6.
That's my word for the day. Awesome. I'm just in an awesome mood.
It's an awesome day. It's awesome to be here.
I know. I'd heard that they were talking about doing the tribute album, but I didn't know if they were actually going to do it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's happening.
I'm going to love that.
I'm a huge Tom Petty fan.
Oh, I am too.
He is still my top writer. My favorite songwriter of all time.
Yeah, I mean, he throwed out some great songs, man. I wonder if he's got any kind of like hidden catalog somewhere.
Well, is that what they did when they bought out that like anniversary Wildflowers deluxe thing? Yeah, they had that big box set of Wildflowers. I think they put bonus tracks on that.
I have to look into that.
You know, and that was after he died.
Yeah.
So I think who else is about to bring out? I saw something the other day that someone was going to bring out like a back catalog record. They had like was it the Beatles?
Oh, there ain't no telling with the Beatles.
No.
Paul McCartney had so many freaking songs and stuff still just, you know, back catalog, you know.
It's like a couple of years ago when Neil Young brought out that live album from 70-something. And it had never been, it had never seen the light of day until about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And you go, is it his choice to sort of keep it on the shelf?
Yeah.
Or did he forget about it? Or is it like record label, publishing label, whatever, going, nah, we're not going to release this?
Yeah.
But it's ours, so you can't have it.
You never know. I mean, it's like Eddie Van Halen stuff. He's, you know, Wolfgang's able to go through all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And there's no telling what all kind of guitar riffs and licks and everything else that he's wrote just in the shelf.
Yeah. Through cassettes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sat there with his Walkman.
Yeah. I miss my Walkman. I jammed out with that thing.
Oh, dude, just freaking go on Marketplace. You'll be able to find one.
Yeah, but I don't have the cassettes anymore.
They're coming back in as well.
Yeah, I find it.
They're coming back into fashion. What's that? Well, not fashion, but popularity.
Yeah.
What's that about? I mean, I like it.
I don't know. I mean, I find it weird.
I've got a radio with a cassette player in my truck.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work, but as soon as I get it fixed, someone pulled the wires out of it.
Damn.
As in, like, I bought it, looked at it, someone just like pulled all the wires out the back of it. I was like, okay, great.
Yeah, no.
So I just ride around with like a Marshall speaker, like a little like Bluetooth thing.
Yep.
And it sits in the cab corner perfectly.
That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, I was just the whole catalog thing, man. It blows me away on how they do that stuff. Yeah. And then they just start digging out old stuff, you know, and I'm like you. I kind of wonder, is it the record company? Who is it? Who's doing that, you know?
Well, they did just do it with Morgan Wallen, didn't they?
I think so.
Was it an old publishing company or something? Or first record company or something? They'd released all this stuff that he recorded, and like when he was like first starting out in country music.
Yeah.
With, you know, and just because they owned it, they could release it.
Yeah. That's wild.
So it happens, and people are shitty. Everywhere you go in life, you'll find someone.
Yep. Well, I mean, I've talked to a lot of people, you know, and there's a lot of artists out there that are really, really good, but for some reason or whatever happened, or somebody took all their money or whatever, they just put all their stuff in the closet and said, screw it, shut down, didn't do music anymore. They stayed away from the industry. And I'm just like, man, just think of all the good songs that are just hidden in somebody's closet.
Yeah. It's a bit like Blaze Foley. Know him. Artists used to play around Nashville, I think. Don't take me. This isn't verbatim. I don't know. And like years and years and years ago, and apparently he was freaking great. And then he died.
Yeah.
And he had recorded a few things that a few friends knew about. There was never anything released. And then someone found all these tracks and then released this Blaze Foley record.
Wow. Say, I didn't even know that. I have to look that up too. Have you got a song that you started doing or wrote and then was just like, nah?
Oh yeah, it's probably about one a day.
Revisit them, pull them out,
dude. I do actually. I do revisit quite a few of them every now and then. There are some that I'll get stuck with, and then I'll leave it. A couple months later, I'll try it again, and I'll be just like, this song still isn't coming.
Yeah,
it's not its time yet. it's still cooking, you know. No, there's loads that don't get finished. There are so many artists that have this rule where they're like, oh, if I sit down and I write a song, I've got to finish it, which I love that. I love that, and I love the discipline in that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you've just got to walk away from it.
Have a slice of pizza.
Go and have a beer, come back, and then boom, all of a sudden it's you get something.
Yeah.
If I'm like ever in like a session or something and we get stuck, I go, where's the nearest bar?
Yeah.
Let's take a walk.
Yeah.
Let's go and do something else for a couple of hours, and then we'll come back, or we'll come back in the morning. You know.
Yeah.
But no, there definitely are some that don't get finished.
That's what my dad did to me when I was growing up. I'd get frustrated trying to do something or trying to achieve a certain thing that I was doing that day. And if I got overly frustrated or pissed off at it or throwed a hammer across the room or something like that, you know, they'd be like,
Cool off.
walk away. Just walk away.
Yep.
Come back tomorrow or later on today and clear your mind and just get it done.
I feel like it always helps when there's someone there to tell you to walk away, because half the time you're not going to tell yourself that. You're just going to get more and more pissed off and make even more work for yourself.
Yeah, that tears me up.
But there are some songs that I used to play live, and then that I never actually recorded them, and I've cut them out. And I'll be like, nah, it's not really me anymore. I'll be like, there's a reason I didn't record that. So,
yeah. But how was the audience reaction?
I had a couple of songs where I'd have like some friends back home and be like, hey, how come you never play this song anymore? I'll be like, I hate it now. Or I'll like look back at it. I'll look back at the songwriting, and it'll be like from sort of when I was. I mean, I'm always learning. So, it was just one from like a few years back or whatever. Like first, like coming to town, and yeah, I'd like play it at Rise Rounds here and stuff, and got the attention of a couple of people, and then I was like, actually. And then I'll start writing some other stuff.
Yeah.
And then as I write more and more, I'll be just like, what kind of fits? This doesn't work with anything else. So I'll be like, maybe I'll shelf it for a minute.
Yeah.
If I decide I want to come back to it, then it's golden. If not, it's still there.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Come back in 10 years. It'll be something.
Maybe.
You never know, man. That's I tell people all the daggone time. You know, you never really know. You know, you could write a song, and it could be a dud.
Yeah.
But you wrote it. You completed it. You know.
Yeah.
5 years from now, it's liable to go number one. It just all depends on the audience, how it ebb and flow. You know.
That's a good point.
Because country music changes so fast.
That changes so much.
And you got, you know, teams of writers writing all the time, and
that baffles me. Like, when like you see some hit songs, and then I'll have someone that I know on Instagram or just like a friend in town or whatever, and they'll like post about it. I got a friend on Lainey Wilson's Hillbilly Hippie.
Yeah.
She was a writer on that. And I think there was about 4 or 5 writers on that song.
Yeah. It's like, okay, the janitor walked by and said a word, and now he's got a mechanical on it.
That's the money. Yeah.
Yeah. he ain't got a janitor no more.
No, yeah, right. But I think it's crazy how many artists can actually, they'll sit in a room and they'll write a song together. I've not experienced it yet with that amount of musicians.
Yeah.
I co-write a lot, but when I first came to town 2018, twice that year, once in 2019. And then when I was here just after COVID, 2022, I came out for a month. Didn't really have anything planned. Well, I had there was like a couple of trips within it that were planned, but like there were no gigs or anything planned. And like first day of being here, I got on like 4 writers rounds, which was amazing. And I started getting like people go like, so who did you write that with?
Yeah.
Myself. Yeah, myself.
No way.
And I'm like, and they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. And then I quickly found out how much of a co-writing town Nashville was, and I didn't have a ton of experience in that. And then, I learned pretty quickly with some great musicians.
Yeah, it's wild how 4 or 5 people come up with this great song, but I'm still looking for the heart of it, you know?
Yeah. Does it
It's like, can every writer?
feel the same thing about this?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I've written songs with I wrote this song with a buddy of mine called Jason Rettig. I'm gonna be cutting. I cut one of our songs last year,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm gonna cut another one this week. Great dude, great writer. And as we were writing it, we didn't really speak about what we were both feeling
Right.
whilst writing this song. And it got to the end of it. We went outside. We had a beer. We played the work tape. And I was like, so who is this about for you?
Yeah.
And then Miles was completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
was
did it
just
have the
bizarre.
same meaning?
It
you know?
did, yeah.
That,
it did.
See, that's wild to me.
Had the same meaning, same heart in it. It was about loss, you know, and
I think we've all experienced some kind of loss in some way or form. So
absolutely.
there's the songs that I like the most are the ones that I can relate to.
Yeah.
You know, like your song, that first kiss.
Yeah.
I could relate to every damn thing you sang about in that song.
Oh, good.
And I'm old, but I still remember.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one thing that, like dating now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm single,
Mm-hmm.
but dating now is an app on your phone. You meet for coffee. If you don't click, then
It's done.
it's done. They ghost you. They don't give you a reason. They don't say nothing. And then you've got the toxic masculine male that everybody's against. And it's just crazy to me. But when I was growing up,
It's the Wild West on that stuff.
yeah, it's wild, wild west. But when I was growing up, you know, meeting that girl and the first touch of her hand and
Yeah.
the first cuddle, the first kiss, just everything about it. I mean, it was just like
Well, it's natural that way,
yeah, it's more natural.
you know, and then that's then the stuff that's going to stick with you.
Yeah, and that's what I got from that song.
Yeah.
It was more of a natural type love.
Well, yeah. Yeah. It was.
Yeah, and
sure.
that's what I loved about it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for me, it was about someone that I met for one night and I never saw him again in my life.
One nights are good. Let's go down that other avenue. No alimony, no child support.
No Walkman and Bob Dylan.
Yeah, there you go. Definitely. That's one thing that drove me nuts about that woman.
The Walkman.
No, she was Bob Dylan. I'm like,
Steve Earle.
well, I liked Steve Earle, but I was a heavy metal guy.
Oh, yeah.
Judas Priest, Iron Maiden,
Yeah, dude.
Metallica, Easy-O, Loudness.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all kinds of these great bands, Stryper, you know, all of them. And then
That's what I grew up listening to as well.
and then Bob Dylan.
And then Bob Dylan.
That was a bad. She doesn't listen to my shows, so I ain't worried about it.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I don't think none of my exes listen to my shows.
It'd be kind of weird if they did.
No, it'd be kind of like, how do you like me now? You know,
Cue Toby Keith.
cue him in, man. I've actually said I want to do that one time. Like go to my high school reunion,
Yes.
pull up in a limo. How do you like me now? It'd be fun.
Have you been to a high school reunion before?
Here's the thing. My mom lived at the address all the way up till 2 years ago. Everybody knew where I lived.
Yeah.
Everybody knew my mom's phone number because she still had a landline up to 2 years ago.
Wow. They exist.
I never got an invite. I never got called, nothing to ever go back for a high school reunion. and I graduated in 1983 from Maplewood in Nashville.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Not the graduate part. That's great. Well done.
No, I was just glad that I was that forgettable. You know.
Well, did they actually have one?
Yes.
They did. Mm-hmm. See, I mean, dude, I could be in the same boat as you because I haven't been to one.
Well, my best friends were invited to it, and my best friends didn't even call and say, "Hey, are you going to the reunion?"
Oh, they don't sound like best mates to me. They sound like questionable friends.
Yeah, dirty bastards.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is, man. I mean, it gets crazy. Oh, Lord. Caitlin, you all right over?
Yeah, my shoulders hurt.
Mine do too.
The gym.
You're probably just carrying the team. That's what it is.
No, I did too much at the gym.
She's a gym nut.
I am.
I love that. I need to get back in the gym. I've been at it 20 days. I've exercised a handful of times, and it's all the food and all the booze. Mm-hmm. And God, I feel so much heavier.
Oh yeah. Especially that's one thing I noticed about all the food down there around Nashville area.
Yeah.
It is heavy.
It's heavy. Everything's fried, dude.
Yeah.
Everything. Or it's got like 5 cheeses in it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a 5 cheese macaroni with, bacon and everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The cheeseburgers are wrapped in bacon and cheese, and I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, dude, so am I. We got something about this.
You're about to get barbecue.
I know.
And I get a salad.
You get a salad.
I've been doing salads a lot recently. Actually, actually every time I come out here, there's there's a point in which I switch from eating out every day. I'll go to Publix and get a salad.
Yeah. And they got some good ones.
They do have some good ones.
Little just you size, the bigger ones. You can get whatever you want. I love it. Yeehaw. You look weird looking over that monitor at me with your eyebrow raised. What the hell?
Well, no, because you looked at me. I can see when you're looking at me.
Oh, well, yeah, because I'm on the monitor.
Yeah, there's no hiding anything in this room.
No, there really isn't.
I can hear and see everything.
It's crazy, all the stuff going on.
But no one can see me. Well, you guys can, obviously.
Yeah, we can. We got you.
We go live on the Instagram or something and just point it.
Yeah, well, I thought about it. She'd throw something at me then.
I do have my Crocs on, so.
Oh, God. Y'all got Crocs over there in England.
Crogs?
Crocs. It's a type of shoe.
Oh, I thought they were called Crogs.
No, they're
No,
Crocs.
it's Crocs.
I've been saying it the wrong time. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Crocs? Yeah. No, we do get Crocs. Yeah. I haven't owned a pair since I've been like 10.
I refuse to.
But I'm going back down to the river next weekend, and hopefully the river's gone down. So we'll probably get in, go floating.
There you go.
I'm probably going to have to go and get myself a pair of Crocs from Bass Pro.
Oh, God.
It's either those or like water shoes.
Yeah, get the water shoes or the
like
boat
water
shoes.
sandals or something.
Yeah.
So I get some camo Crocs.
Yeah, you could do that.
Just gotta do that.
I won't buy a pair. I don't know why.
I love them. I have a pair that even has like a little fuzzy winter insert that you can put in it.
They're
The
cool.
freaking A.
Oh, it's great.
You mean socks?
Well, I mean, I have socks on now, but like,
Little woolly socks. That's what you need.
I did once see a pair of like there was like a basket of them at Bass Pro, and it said all terrain Crocs. I was like,
Yeah,
no. I
no.
was like, who the hell is climbing a mountain in Crocs?
Dude, I've seen, because I used to be over the road driving truck,
Yeah.
and I've seen truck drivers just in the middle of a snowstorm get out and wearing Crocs. I'm not going to do it.
Are they really that comfortable?
I don't know. I mean, I've never put on a pair.
Are they that comfortable?
I run a lot, so
in
I like
Crocs?
I like my feet to breathe every once in a while. So that's why
That's
I
smart.
wear them.
That's smart. Maybe I should do that. I'm always in boots.
And I don't like flip flops, so Crocs it is.
I'm either in tennis shoes or boots.
Yeah, I'm never in tennis shoes unless I'm at the gym. It's always boots.
Yeah. So I wear work boots. I don't think I've had a pair of cowboy boots since I was 35.
So it's at the same time you bought that fruit drink out your fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, around that time. I think I was wearing the boots when I bought the fruit drink.
Swap them.
Yeah, just swap them out. Making fun of my down home punch now.
Yeah, something like that.
It doesn't get you drunk as quick.
Well, that's good.
You can actually savor the flavor.
Yeah, like a gin and tonic.
Yeah, I don't have gin.
No.
There's bourbon, whiskey, rum.
You got some wine.
There's some wine over there.
I'm going to stick to the water I got to get in the studio the next day or so. I got to take it easy.
Yeah, I know.
I've been hitting it too hard.
You got to roll it back a little bit.
Exactly.
You got to save them vocals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to say now.
Got to save them vocals.
Yeah, somebody's like, you ain't talking to me? Saving my vocals, man.
That's hilarious. I'm going to use that. What's up with you today? I'm just saving my throat.
Yeah, it's not talking much.
Yeah, I'm going to use that.
Hell, why the hell not?
Why
you
the
know?
hell not?
I mean, it's
I do it a lot, to be honest. As in, like, I'll like working the whole like 2-job thing, having the day job and then music in the evenings.
yeah,
Then then gets to the weekend, and most of the time, what everyone wants to do on the weekend, you want to go get bladdered.
Yeah.
You want to go and party with your friends. I guess the weekend for me, I'm like, great. I've now got 2 days that
Yeah.
I can now do music, and I'll have probably 2 gigs on a weekend, and then I'll have a load of people message me, like friends, and they'll be just like, so when are you coming out? Like, when are we actually next going to see you? I'm like, well, come to a gig.
yeah, exactly.
And then they'll be just like, so what are you doing Thursday? I'm like, I'm staying in because I got a gig on Friday and I need to rest my voice.
Mm-hmm.
I got to take care of that, because then if I get too, after a few, I'll be like, great.
Yeah,
End up smoking half a pack of cigarettes
yeah. Well,
and then drinking half a bottle of bourbon. And then you get,
now I know where you get that gravel from.
that's where it comes from.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
But I think that if I'm taking it easy, you got to switch up to like Marlboro Lights and tequila, maybe. I'm kidding. No, you just got to cut it all out.
Well, I mean, I used to smoke Marlboro Reds, and then I went to Marlboro Lights.
Yep. I've just made that transition.
And believe it or not, now I'm smoking Marlboro Menthol Lights.
Okay.
Don't know. I don't ask me.
Make your breath smell good?
No, I mean it's. I don't know. It was just I got to that point where every time I took a drag off a regular Marlboro,
Yeah.
I'd hack a lung out.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And then I come down with the flu, and I was down with the flu for 2 weeks. This is way before COVID or anything else. And the girl I was married to then, she smoked menthol, and didn't have any cigarettes whatsoever in the house. So I grabbed one of hers,
Yeah.
and it didn't make me choke or anything else, and I kind of enjoyed the flavor.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's weird.
Yeah,
How it
it's weird.
transitioned like that, I mean, it's just crazy. Who knows? I need to quit, but I can't do the vape thing.
No, neither. It's bad for you, man.
Dude.
It's actually worse for you.
Well, I mean, I got my daughter to buy a vape for me.
Oh, okay.
I got to tell this story because it's hilarious. I did not know you could get nicotine overdose. But the vape she bought for me was like 2 times stronger than a regular cigarette.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting it like a cigarette.
Oh, right.
My pupils look like the head of a number 2 pencil.
Oh, God.
I could not focus this right eye at all.
Oh, my God.
I don't know how I made it home. It is crazy.
Wow.
And when I got home, I drank some milk
Yep.
and a glass of tea and had something to eat. And I zoned out on the couch over there. Next morning I woke up and I was fine. It was weird, dude. I've never, ever heard of that.
Are you sure she gave you nicotine?
Well,
She,
yeah, well,
yeah,
I mean,
actually, now you mention that.
yeah, it's because they do have a vape with that in it. So,
She's just giving you a
Fully aware.
THC one. She just like swapped like the wrappers out.
yeah, there you go. Ain't no telling. It's crazy stuff.
Moral of the story: don't let your daughter buy vapes for you.
Exactly.
She's just gonna drug you.
Probably. There's no inheritance, so that they need to understand that.
Oh, it won't kill you. The tobacco might.
And, one way or another, we're all gonna die.
Oh yeah.
One way or another. That's the way I've always looked at it. You know, I just hope to live long enough to piss off everybody that ever hated me.
Well, you didn't get invited to the graduation, so I think you're succeeding.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to do. Get me to the graduations. Hell yeah. Get me to the parties. It'll be fun. Well, Brooke, I appreciate you coming out today, man. This has been fun.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It's been awesome. It's been great chatting to you.
Yep. Same. I mean, I could sit here and listen to you for the rest of the day. I just, like I said, I love the
British.
I love the British. I always made fun of Matt Rife, that comedian.
Yeah.
He got into a thing where he was like poking fun at British people. He was going, "It's like to drink of water,"
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And I was just like, "Dude, you doing it all wrong." He was just making an idiot of himself.
Yeah. He is funny though. I'll give him that.
He is hilarious.
Hey, what's that bottle of sauce you put in a Bloody Mary?
I have no clue.
Yeah, no.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. It's Worcestershire.
I can't say it.
It's Worcestershire.
Yeah, that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Worcestershire. Isn't it? It's not Shire. It's Shire and it's Worcester.
So it wasn't made.
So it's not like Worcestershire.
It was.
Wow.
So it sounds like it originates from England and not
yeah,
the
'cause
Shire where, you
none
know,
of us
Frodo
can
and all
say
them
it.
were at.
Exactly.
Learn
Yeah.
something new.
There we go.
I'm just glad that you understood the Shire and Frodo.
Oh, yeah, of course. I grew up with Lord of the Rings.
To this day, still one of the badass movies I've ever seen.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Masterpiece.
I'd put that up there with possibly even better than Star Wars.
Yeah, that's the tough one, isn't it?
It's a tough one.
That's the tough one, finding that balance.
Yeah.
Who's going to win?
Always worried about Frodo and Samwise Gamgee. Will they make it to the volcano? Will they throw the ring in?
You do know that they made a second and third, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just checking.
I didn't get stuck on the first one. I actually watched them all. I loved it. I do. I have like a binge night.
Oh, yeah.
Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. And then
Did you put the Hobbits in there as well or not?
that's what I was fixing to say. I'll roll in that Hobbit movie
Yeah.
at the very end of the Lord of the Rings.
You have to start with The Hobbit.
Yeah, you got to start with them.
No, I always
start
do
with
ass
Bilbo.
backwards. I'm ass
Why?
backwards. I don't know why.
Oh, it's like the correct order in how to watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's what I have
Right.
to. It
Everybody
makes no
argues
sense.
that.
There's yeah, I don't know.
Because technically you're supposed to start at 1 and go all the way through.
That would be the logical way to do it.
The logical way. But I'm not that way. I start at A New Hope, 4, 5, and 6, and then go
And
back.
then one. Yeah.
It's weird.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre.
It's crazy stuff that goes on around here.
Maybe that's how I should record this album.
You could, and number it accordingly.
Yeah.
Song number 4 is actually number 1.
Well, that'll confuse the hell out of people, wouldn't it? They'll be just like, God, look at this misprint on the vinyl.
Yeah. It's a collector's item.
4, 6, 3, and 2 is side A.
I'd love it. I'd love just see it. That would be hilarious. I think it's awesome, though. So you're saving your vocals.
I am, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to play the track.
Fantastic.
And we're going to end the show with the track.
Sounds good to me, man.
I love it. Brook, it's been an honor. I appreciate you being here.
It's been a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me.
All right. So everybody, check out Brook at, what's your website? You know your website?
Yeah, it's Brook Ellingworth Official.
Official?
Mm.
Okay. .com.
.com.
Y'all check him out. And honestly, I think it's y'all know I have probably more women on here than I do guys, but Brook, the way he does the gravel in his voice on some of these songs, and it adds so much depth and clarity and swings it right around to where it needs to be. And it's awesome. So y'all check them out. Remember, like, share, follow, subscribe, and y'all listen to, what song is it?
Like It Was the First Time.
Like It Was the First Time, yeah. Y'all listen to Like It Was the First Time. If you like it, go on over to Spotify. You can listen to it there. You're going to love it. That's all I can say. I mean, it's male vocal. It's on my number 3 on my top 10 list.
Oh, wow.
So y'all check it out. Appreciate y'all. Jam out to the tune. Brook, we'll see you when you get back the next time.
Absolutely. I'll be back.
Love you. Mean it. See ya.
Both young and wild at heart, still a little far apart between my leather jacket and your soft skin. That's the air I want to breathe again. So take my heart for another round, shoot me straight, don't water me down. Look through me with those fiery eyes. You made everyone else disappear. It's just you and me in the stratosphere. Let me spin you around and kiss you like I did that night, like it was the first time. Yeah, yeah. And as I stare right back at you, you had me across the room, a whiskey dancing like strangers do. I wish I already knew that you were just passing through, but nothing I could really do to save myself from falling for someone like you. So take my heart for another round, shoot me straight, don't water me down. Look through me with those fiery eyes. You made everyone else disappear. Just you and me in the stratosphere. Let me spin you around and kiss you like I did that night, like it was the first time. Knock the wind straight Just you and me in the stratosphere. Let me spin you around and kiss you like I did that night. Like it was the first time.